It is what it is, but we're straight politicking on you suckers. And I'm sitting here next to Munchie B the mayor.
Yeah.
And Spider will be back next week.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, you know who's in court right now? These people might not be important to us, but the case is important to other people that we know, because whatever happens in this case could have an impact on a whole lot of other people's cases.
What was that?
The two brothers, the two white guys. Well,
Menedez?
Yeah, they're in court today.
I heard it's all bad for him though.
Well, oh, because Gascon is not the DA anymore.
Right.
We'll find out. We'll find out if Hockman is gonna give them any leniency, or they're gonna go right back to where they was. But you know, they got LWOP'd. That's the thing. They got LWOP'd.
Yeah, and that's close to impossible to come back from.
Yeah, because you know they got these state bills, they got these youth offender laws, they got all these things that came out for people that can get action. But if you're LWOP'd, you're not eligible for any of these bills.
So you think they should go back, kind of not bend the rule, but kind of like revise the law about people that got life without?
Absolutely, because a lot of the LWOP cases are just very randomly picked. You know who got LWOP'd is Baby Lane's, one of Baby Lane's best friends.
Dre? No, he resting.
Yeah, he resting. His real name is Michael DeRoe Jr. Owl.
Oh yeah, everybody know him as Michael DeRoe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Owl got LWOP'd, and it wasn't even his gun. You know, he picked up Orlando's gun and shot back at the Stones. It was an uncle and a nephew.
And for the listeners and the viewers, the Stones is the last name.
Yeah, it's Jerry Stone and I think Michael Stone. An uncle and a nephew got into a shootout with Baby Lane, and it went bad. Three of the four died right there.
Right.
And Owl was the only survivor, and they LWOP'd him on a case that he should have probably got a manslaughter.
That's a manslaughter for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because first of all, it wasn't his gun, so that means he had no intention of going there to kill anybody.
So that kills intent.
Yeah, that kills the intent.
Mm-hmm.
But you know,
and then it was fire coming from both ends, just not his end.
Correct. You know, they were receiving fire. I don't recall who was the first one to shoot, but it doesn't matter because it wasn't Owl.
Reportedly Baby Lane,
yeah,
but it wasn't Owl.
Yeah, reportedly Baby Lane. But of course, you know, the prosecutors argue, well, if Owl was with Baby Lane, he knew exactly what was going to go down, you know, all that stuff, and boom, they LWOP'd him.
So this is the prime example why they need to revise the law for people that got life. For the viewers that ain't street, LWOP mean life without.
Oh yeah, life without parole.
Right.
Life without parole.
So you have no chance of getting back, but they need to revise it for that because laws is changing and the laws apply to them, but they can't get no get back because they got life without.
I could tell you this: the Menedez brothers did more planning in their butchery on their parents than Owl did that day at the car wash.
Oh no! I mean the story is out there and real. Everybody know it. Like this, it was spontaneous.
Yeah, it was. Well, you know, the way they argue it is Baby Lane had a gun, the Stones owed him money, and he was going over there to do whatever he did, which is completely untrue. Because what if the Stones said, "Oh, here's your money. Here's your money for the dope we owed you"? Then it would have been over with. But obviously, they got into an argument, and then the argument escalated. I think, yeah, everything that happened at that car wash was spontaneous.
Exactly.
But yeah, so this is an important case because if they give these two brothers a lesser sentence, which would mean if they got lesser sentence like manslaughter, guess when they come home?
Tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. I mean, then it's not going to be decided today, but whatever day they get the lesser sentence,
it'll be an immediate release.
Immediate release because they've been in there 30 years.
Right.
They've been in there almost since you've been alive, Munchie.
Right. Well, so what year did they go?
89, I believe that was.
I was born in 89.
Actually, they committed the murders in 89. I think they got arrested in 90. They was able to walk. They got away with it for a minute.
So I was a couple months when they went down.
Yeah.
I was like 9 months.
Yeah, and Owl, Michael DeRoe, went down in 98. Not too long. About
2 years after Pac?
9 years. Yeah, 2 years after Pac. 18 months after Pac, to be precise. Yeah, so yeah, everyone's looking at this case. Everybody in the penitentiary, you know what they're hoping. They're hoping that these guys get action because then it opens up the door for other LWOP cases.
Literally, laws change every day. Literally.
Did you get to check out the Menendez documentary on Netflix?
No, I'm gonna look at it, right, because I don't know the intricacies about. I don't know know what I'm saying.
Well, they had 2 trials. The first trial, they got a hung jury. And then on the second trial, the judge excluded a lot of the evidence that helped them in the first trial. And then they got washed up on the second trial.
And that's another thing. If you got a hung jury the first go around, I don't think you should be able to get life without when you get sentenced the second go around, because evidently it's some doubt in people's mind. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Well, it depends, because some hung juries will go 11 guilty, 1 not guilty.
Right.
It doesn't matter the split. A hung jury is a hung jury.
Right.
But if you're the prosecution, you're like, damn, I missed out by 1 juror. But then you might have a hung jury that's 11 not guilty, 1 guilty. Then if you're the defense, you're like, bro, I almost beat this case.
And that's the reason why I would never get selected onto a jury. You know what I mean?
Oh, because you
Because I'm gonna tank the jury pool.
Oh, you don't want to say that much.
Because if it ain't like no sex case, and I would try to get off of there. I'm like, Alpha Minglewood family, get me out of here. But if it ain't no sex case, I'm not deeming nobody guilty.
Hey man, if you ever did get on a jury, man, they're gonna pull up this podcast episode.
Nah, they ain't gonna have enough time.
If by any chance, Munchie, you got on a jury and that person got acquitted or they got a hung jury, they pulling up episode 25 of Straight Politicking.
The jury is already in the book, so if they pull it up afterwards, it's already done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, probably.
But man, most definitely, I don't want to be on no trial with no sex offenders.
Yeah, I don't know what would happen. That'd be interesting, because this internet podcast stuff is relatively new when it crosses paths with the criminal justice system. So I don't know what kind of ruling. But let's say you help somebody get acquitted. The prosecution files a motion with the court to say, Your Honor, I want that last the last trial deleted. And he'll say, why? He said, watch this podcast. This guy was on the jury. And how this is new stuff. What would happen?
That's positive. I mean, that's possible for them to delete.
No, I don't know. I don't know.
So hypothetically.
Yeah, hypothetically.
Well, and that would be messed up.
Hypothetically, you're on a jury that acquitted a person. Can they go back if they have evidence that this jury pool was tainted because Munchie B was on it, and we got him on an episode saying this is what he would do if he ever got on the jury?
This is for entertainment purposes.
Yeah.
I didn't mean what I just said. You know what I'm saying? I just, I try to fit in and be cool with the demographics. You know what I'm saying?
You sound like Wack 100 now.
Mm-hmm.
We just go on Vlad TV and just lie. We figure out what lies we're gonna say, and we talk about all the lies in advance.
All that shit sounded dumb and wasn't convincing.
Nah, that's why your boy Keefy D is still sitting in jail. All right. In fact, let's Did you see this Blue Devil Wack 100 debacle?
Right.
That shit was insane.
Right.
And first of all, a lot of the Southsiders, a lot of the Latino podcasts, they're going in on Blue Devil.
I think they left their boy hanging.
Yeah.
The Rasa and the Southsiders left their boy hanging.
Well, here's the thing. Blue Devil has a history of going in on his own folks. So that didn't help him. Now, if Blue Devil was one of those guys that was embraced by La Rasa, but here's the thing. A lot of the Rasa channels are dropout channels.
Is he a dropout?
No, he's not a dropout.
Okay.
So he goes in on the dropout channels.
Yeah.
But some of the biggest Rasa channels
Is dropout.
are dropout guys. So there's a whole nother thing going on behind the scenes with La Rasa, because you got dropout channels versus non-dropout channels.
I'm not listening to no dropouts. So I would listen to, what is it called? Haters World?
Yeah, Haters World.
I would listen to him and I would listen to Hood Stocks. I'm not listening to no dropouts. I don't want to hear you talk.
Yeah. But then there's another thing about, okay, Haters World's never been to prison. He's never been to YA. He's never been to... So why is he speaking as if he is
They said he been a YA.
Oh, he has been a YA?
That's what I heard them say. That he been on Youth Authority before.
Okay, maybe I got that wrong. But definitely no prison. But I don't think all that.
So because you've been to prison, that make you more or less of a gangster?
Well, if you're doing, I don't know. I can't say yay or nay.
For how they feel, you saying you can't say yay or nay?
Yeah, well, there's a division amongst the Rasa channels. That's one is dropout versus non-dropout, and then it's prison versus non-prison. People who've gone and black folks do it too. How many times have I heard somebody say, "Man, bro ain't never even been in the penitentiary"? How he speaking on it? Bro ain't never walked a yard before. You've heard that, Munchie.
But yeah, but they supposed to only say that if you talking about certain things that got to do with the pen that you can only really know if you've been inside the penitentiary. You don't touch on stuff like somebody keystering a knife in their ass or something and coming to the yard with it. You don't speak on nothing like that. You speak on case law, percentages, somebody doing with time, or something that's in the books that's a documented story, somebody that you know personally. So you're not talking out your ass, bro.
Yeah, but what's your issue about some of the dropout channels? Because I got to admit, I listened to a couple of the dropout channels, and some of these dropouts have some extreme experience of dealing with the prison politics. It's the reason why they dropped out in the first place. So they got an insight about prison politics to where their stories actually are very entertaining. You know what I'm saying?
I think I'm just programmed.
Yeah.
I just don't want to listen to the dropout. You didn't make it. You didn't make the cut. You wasn't strong enough to go the distance. Because, or especially being a Southsider, the day assign us when you get put on, you know, y'all, that they program is real strenuous, sophisticated, irrational. You know what I mean? You know that from the gate. So then when you find out it ain't fair and shit don't go your way, then you drop out. I ain't feeling it, and I don't respect dropouts. You know what I'm saying? Unless you got an honorable discharge. I'm a big homie, and I just changed my life. What's your boy name from Lomas?
Oh, that's Isaac Pedrosa, Isaac Pedrosa, aka Sticks.
Ari Sticks.
He's not a dropout.
Changed his life.
Yeah.
He fought a case, overcame it. He's on his Christian time. He's not a dropout. I consider that an honorable discharge. He just living his life. Now, if you didn't debrief and you went PC because you just got tired, I'm thinking I don't want to hear nothing from you.
I don't know if all dropouts have to debrief though.
Okay, if you went PC, I don't want to hear nothing from you.
Okay, yeah.
If you programming with snitches, pedophiles, and other dropouts or homosexuals, I don't want to. What are we talking about?
Well, I could understand that, but it doesn't take away their rich stories and the entertainment value that they bring to their channels.
See, I wouldn't make it past the cover or the index to know what's going on in the chapters with them because I don't want to hear them.
Okay, well that's another thing that got a lot of the channels that are going in on Blue Devil right now. A couple of them are dropout channels.
Blue Devil never told. He never went PC, and I think he moved wrong with this situation, and that's where he went wrong. But as long as he ain't snitched or told on nobody.
But here's the thing.
Touch no kids.
Here's the thing, though. You've been through this.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna out talk, out argue, out wrestle, out verbal wrestle this dude Wack.
Oh, shit, I heard some people do it.
I actually had Gene Deal. There's two that I can come up with: Charleston White and Gene Deal.
I just had words with Wack the other day on the phone, and it didn't quite go his way. And I doubt that if it was recorded, it would never see the day of light. But on that Clubhouse app, I have no chance, bro.
Oh man, I didn't know about this. Is there anything that you could share about that conversation?
Okay, because I hit a few people and I text Wack and I said, hey, dude, Little Rasa got an Instagram. And then instead of texting back, he called me. And then he gave me his Instagram, and then the conversation went to other places. And I asked him, like, what's your motivation for blasting snitches and exposing people? And he told me, like, you would appreciate it if you found out later on this dude that you was dealing with was a snitch, you didn't know it. And I agreed. And then it went somewhere else. I can't remember how it went. And then I said something about J Diggs. And then he said, you got J Diggs DICK in your mouth. I said, you keep speaking on me, you be having my DICK in your mouth. And he hung up.
Okay. So
but before that, it was like a cordial conversation. You know what I'm saying? He'd been giving his views on things and why this and why that.
Okay. So yeah, I think that J Diggs always strikes a nerve with him.
You know why? Because the truth hurts.
Yeah. But I did hear Gene Deal definitely ran him off one time, and then Charleston White. But is there anyone else you said that you might
Get a W too.
yeah.
Let me see. Done wrapped him up. I just can't think off the hand. But he done lost a couple tongue wrestles. But you know he the bigger name. He got what he call his media team. The YouTubers in the comments waiting to clip it, so they highlight his highlights. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know,
But you went through it with him once on a club. I remember there was one where it was some Pyrus from Compton that was going in on him, and you was in that conversation.
yeah, me and the homies from Treetop.
Yeah, and I guess there was a disagreement about who runs Gonzalez. Is it the West Side or the Fruits?
He said something to the effect like, "Yeah, well, why I don't never see y'all at the park?" And they like, why the F will we be up there? And this before the Treetops and the Fruit Towns, and then, you know what I'm saying, talked and out and became cool again. Why would be up there? But oh no, that's West Side Park. No, that's Fruit Town Park. But the older dudes from West Side Paru, that's from the Deuce line, they occupy that park. The older crowd from 142nd, that's West Side Paru, will be at that park. But if that park was to be claimed by anybody, it'd be Fruittown Paru, and why would the Treetops be there? And then there was a lot of stuff in there with Slim 400 and him putting that video out with him dying, and people didn't appreciate, and you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
I think you guys kind of ran him out, but it was y'all ganged up on him though. It was like 1 against 4 or something like that.
Yeah, but see on that app, he usually have people muting you, and he get to yelling, so it sounds like he checking you, marks you out and got you quiet, or you got people hopping in yelling. They jumping you and drowning your voice out, and they got these things called big mics. where your voice is louder than the person you talking to, and that ain't really my. So I just deleted the whole app. It ain't my speed. I can't. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think Blue Devil. He was on the live with Wack for 8 minutes, and I think that was 7 minutes too long.
No. It was doing all right, and at some point he should have hung up.
Yeah, but I think he should have hung up within the first 2 minutes. You know, I mean, Wack called my phone maybe 2 or 3 months ago, and as soon as I heard his voice, guess how long I stayed on the phone?
About 5 seconds.
Less than that. They got the click immediately.
Hey, hold up. Hey, no, I was listening. He said, I showed you love. I showed you love.
Hey, we're going to play a couple of the clips.
Why did you shake my hand?
We're going to play a couple of clips.
I'm like, why is he, I showed you love. I'm like, that's like you arguing with your baby mama.
Hey, let me just say this. This is a, I don't know if anyone, I'm sure some people have figured this out. Wack knew that Blue Devil had been called him a rat, been called him the detective before they even went up there.
Oh, you okay? We sharing the same. Okay. Go ahead.
This is game that he's running on us right now.
Okay.
And if he was really about standing on business, why didn't you bring it up when you was on the podcast with Blue Devil?
Okay.
You cannot play. I didn't know. I never even heard of this guy podcast, bro. You got the 24-hour media team. Mm-hmm. You got the spy. I got 34 spies
and regular people just sending stuff to your DM.
Bro, you knew exactly what Blue Devil said about you before you ever walked into his podcast, and you said nothing to him when you were sitting right next to him.
Okay, based on what you say, I'm trying to think. Should I say what I feel about that before or after the clip?
All right, let just save it. Right. We're gonna play a couple of clips here. Let's start with clip number 1.
And I didn't understand. Like, I just went to address that we not racist. We ain't on that. But then I woke up this morning and there's comments going crazy. I'm like, yo, why they people tripping? Right? I didn't know why they people was tripping. But now I see
what's good.
Blue Devil. I see why they tripping, Blue Devil.
Well, that's how it is. That's how our people are just like that, dog. They ain't never happy.
Nah, Blue Devil. You said a lot of crazy stuff that I never knew you was saying. You calling niggas rats and police and
about what?
Hold on.
About Blue you? Devil.
You call bro, you were supposed to, bro. If you saying those type of things, right? Again, I didn't even know I didn't know the name of the podcast, right? I don't be keeping up with people. So I thought we was going in because we was saying we racist, right? So we can go address that. But if your fans have been watching you, your subscribers been watching you, calling rats and police and detectives and all this, and we get there in front of you, and not one time you address that, I see why they looking crazy.
I told you we've been running content for like 2 years. You said 2 months. We said
I
2
said
years.
But why?
All right, so you hear where he's saying, I don't even keep up with you people, bro. You got the 100-side media team that gives you all the information all the time. There's no way you're tricking us into thinking you didn't know what Blue Devil said about you.
Okay, now what I'm about to say, and I'm gonna make it quick so we can hit to the next clip. Right now, was Blue Devil supposed to address it when he came? Yes, right. But for people that ain't familiar with the term YA games, that's what Wack play. He play these things called YA games, these little mind games, and he's very strategic, right? Now he knew everything he said before even arriving there. He knew that already.
Yep.
But guess what? He was very strategic, and he set him up because I ain't about to beat your content and blow up on your stuff. I'm gonna do it on my time. So guess what I do? I go because he wasn't invited. They was supposed to interview Loose Cannon. They wasn't even expecting you. So you came, and then you already knew in your mind, or you was hoping that, oh, he don't bring it up. So after you left there and he didn't bring it up, good. Now watch this. You go act like it's new to you, and then you had him join your life, and you blew up on him. And you exploded on him. He set him up, man, and he played chess, and but Blue Devil, you should have addressed it there the way you felt in the content you've been running on him, and that's where you went wrong, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're gonna call somebody whatever you're gonna call them, dumb, a rat, an idiot, and then that person comes on your podcast, they come on your platform, you got to address your prior criticisms towards the person. But this is what lets us know it's all content to them, even for Blue Devil. It's all content. Because if Wack was really upset about being called a rat, he should have brought it up right then and there on Blue Devil's platform.
And that's if our theory is right.
Which part of you talking about?
If it made you think that he knew prior,
that's not even a theory. I'm saying that as a fact. You knew exactly what Blue Devil said about you before you went up there.
I'm using the word theory for the viewers and the listeners. I know what I'm saying? I'm not stupid.
So that lets you know that Wack ain't gonna do nothing to nobody. Because if you call a gangster a rat and you're in their face, you supposed to the podcast supposed to start off with, okay, Blue Devil, so you called me a rat, so let's get into this. Never even brought it up. You bring it up when you're on a StreamYard video when you guys are not even in the same room anymore. That just means it's content to them. Wack ain't gonna do nothing to nobody.
Hey, my motto, morals over money. I ain't tripping off the content and the clicks. And it's crazy. In the last couple months, Big Sad started following me on Twitter, and I started following him back. He retweets some of my stuff. He replied to some of my tweets, and I wouldn't mind interviewing him. But guess what? I will have a conversation with him before we go on camera, because I know I done said some things that maybe he didn't get wind of, or and I know me, I said it, so I would let him know how I felt about certain things, and then maybe we'll make it on camera. Maybe we won't. After that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's impossible to have a conversation with Big Sad without bringing that interrogation video up.
Right, but see, I had a certain opinion about the video, but I will holler at him about the things I said, maybe because he hadn't heard it. I will holler at him before we even go on camera, because I ain't trying to have no fiascos on camera and shit like the Don't Cuz Me's and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I ain't trying to go viral on no dumb shit. Like,
now you said something interesting about the Blue Devil interview, is that it was supposed to be for Loose Cannon.
Right.
And here's what I got to say about that. Shame on any of y'all platforms that is continuing to give this guy another voice. So to a certain degree, man, I don't really feel bad about what happened, because are you that desperate for content that you need to interview Loose Cannon?
I met Alex back in '98. I got his channel started. Right, he got the idea from me. You know, but he started he like Soulja Boy. He started everything. He brought the Crips to death row. He hollered at 50 Cent about Spider.
He got Spider's place. He got Spider Local place to live.
He got Spider Local place to live. He is some sheesh.
He produced for 50 Cent when he was 14.
Nipsey Hussle, the great as the people call him, told him, man, you got it. I want you to finish what I started, man. People don't want to see it. Woo! Nipsey chose Loose Cannon to finish what he started to take it from here.
And that's who they want to interview, Loose Cannon.
He can't even put a sentence together.
Man, I would just ask someone like Blue Devil or anyone else, like, why? Why do you want to interview Loose Cannon? Like, are you that desperate for content that you got to interview Loose Cannon? It is bizarre, but, you know, it backfired. But let's go listen to clip number 2 of this exchange between Blue Devil and Wack.
Then the next day, you get Wack said Blue Devil's gay. Wack said Blue Devil's a snitch. Wack said this. And not one time did I ever say any of these things or address you on why I thought you was gay or why I thought you was a snitch. And everybody is dapping up and it's all love.
We did. It was all the shit that we talked about was you doing work with 6ix9ine, you working with rats and PCs, and we brought that up yesterday.
No. 6ix9ine we addressed.
Yeah.
Right? Because I addressed y'all that y'all scared to say something to them essays across that border because they just gave 6ix9ine.
That ain't our politics. We told you that yesterday.
Our politics, bro. They called dogs on y'all. But see, they told me you really ain't from a barrio. So I get it.
Man, listen, that ain't true, homie.
So what barrio you from?
I'm from Looney's, homie, Southeast LA.
Okay, so if you from Looney's, right? You telling me them double letters don't call the dogs?
What you talking about? People in Mexico?
No.
All right, so Wack is trying to bait Blue Devil to talk about stuff that Southsiders are not supposed to talk about.
Right, they politics. Right?
Yeah, and it does make Blue Devil look a certain kind of way, but they're not supposed to talk about none of this stuff.
Right.
So I have no problem with the way he handled that exchange right there. And that's when he probably should have got off the phone. Like, this dude's trying to bring up Mexican mafia. Mm-hmm. This guy's trying to bring up the cartels. Mm-hmm. We don't talk about that here in LA.
Right.
But he stayed on the line. He stayed on the line.
No, that's where he should have clicked that.
And, you know, these guys don't even say Mexican mafia. They don't even say the term Mexican mafia. Mm-hmm. I don't think you will ever hear a non-dropout say Mexican mafia. And actually, there's a couple dropouts that don't say it as well.
Right.
You know? So.
What they said, the MA?
Well, the guy from Santa Barbara, Dubs, he just says legends. And he's, you know, just a lot of people don't. I remember I had Mexican mafia in the title of a video that I did. I did on Isaac Pedroza, one of the clips that I had, and I put it in the title. Bro called me up and was like, "Hey, can you change that title?" I was like, "No."
They talk about the homies in the back,
you know, or the big homies, the big homies. Yeah,
because most of them those got indeterminate shoot programs, so they be like.
But people that are listening to that clip that we just played, clip number 2, and you're wondering, like, why is Blue Devil just not really addressing these questions? It's because they're not supposed to talk about it.
Right. And he's supposed to hung up at that point.
Yeah, and Wack knows this, you know.
But at that point, even though it was designed, it was pre-planned, you still should have, like, when he pulled up, you should have addressed everything, all the elephants in the room.
Yeah. Well, are you familiar with some Mexican music group that is sponsoring 6ix9ine?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I was unaware of it, but according to that conversation, they paid him $6 million.
I think they said it in there. They said Cartel Music or something?
Yeah, Cartel Music, which is, I guess, a Mexican.
Okay, but see, he talking about why you not mad at them about dealing with them, but it's kind of like, it ain't like he a Southsider dropout. On California terms, 6ix9ine would have been considered one of us. He fell up under the Bloods if he was from California. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it ain't like he's like on Southside dropout. So that's like them getting a reject like Snoopy BadAzz and putting some money behind him. They don't care that he, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because he's not a part of. He was never a part of anything on the West Coast.
Nothing, or because that's where they politics fall in at.
Yeah. So, but it was very manipulative. How Wack intertwined a New York rapper that turned informant into a Southsider conversation.
A New York wannabe blood rapper that turned government. You know what I mean? So, you know.
Yeah, and I would have tapped out the conversation right at that point. In fact, I had one I would say exchange with Wack. I think it was on Clubhouse. And as soon as he started barking, I was like, hey, y'all have a great day. I'm out. That was it. I don't need to even.
You wasn't gonna win on that app, bro.
Nah, you're not gonna win. You know, I'm having a regular conversation. First of all, bro already has a script for everybody on the internet that he's gonna say to you. So he's already pre-planned everything.
Look, when me and him first bumped heads, because it happened maybe twice on Clubhouse. When we first bumped heads, I sat on it and I'm like, he already had in his mind. He had me on his calendar for us to get into it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they think he this. I'm gonna show these people he not. You know what I'm saying? And he already had on his agenda like, watch this. When I bump heads with Munchie, I'm gonna blow up.
Actually, he was barking at me over you. That's what it was when I think about it. Yeah, he was barking at me over you because he believes you and Four Leaf squabbled before. You know.
Man, come on, man.
And I just try to say, look, I know for a fact the squabble was not between Four Leaf and Munchie.
I repeat, I reiterate. Not saying that man had one. You know, in prison, people have cell phones. They have tablets these days. They have the collect phones on the wall. The collect. You got 15 minutes on there. Say whatever you got to say in 15 minutes. This man Wack, he found the girl that's supposed to be Jay Prince Jr. rape victim, and said he threatened to bring her to Clubhouse. So if you could find her, you could get this dude Foley from the phone and have him repeat that.
Yeah.
Come on, man. F out of here, bro. No, just knock it off, bro.
All right, we're gonna go to clip number 3 now.
Yeah, my bad for derailing.
No, it's all good.
Let's go ahead.
Clip number 3.
He's absolutely right. So
Cartel
it's
music
content
on the
when we run
internet,
it
bro.
on y'all.
That's cool.
Cartel music is on the internet, nigga.
And that's
they on
cool.
the internet.
And that's cool.
Why you ain't saying none of them? Because y'all scared, bro.
Maybe I haven't got to it, dog. Maybe I'll get to it today.
You ain't got to it.
Maybe I'll get to it
So
today.
now you going to take the interview down. They say you getting pressed down.
I ain't taking shit down, homie.
Okay, so why you didn't call me the police when I was right there, bro?
Bro, look, you should have done your research the same way I should have done my research. Yeah, you knew where you were going. Come on.
You came on your platform. Why you didn't call me the police when I was right there, bro?
Bro, we told you. We told you.
That you seen in real life, dude is who he is?
What?
Why you didn't call me the police when I was right there, bro?
Bro, you came in very respectful, so we gave you that same respect.
No, I came in because I didn't know none of that was going on. I thought I was addressing some racist shit.
You're addressing all kinds of shit.
I'm coming in to address, I'm not a fucking racist.
You knew exactly what was going on, Wack.
Hey, he said you should have did. Well, you should have did your research. That's what Blue Devil said. Well, you should have did your research.
Well, we know that he already did his research. Mm-hmm. He knew everything that Blue Devil had said about him before, but he was just playing dumb so that he can get him back on that stream the next day. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, he baited him in like he did Snoopy on No Jumper.
Yeah, but why didn't two things? Blue Devil should have addressed, hey, I've called you a snitch before. He could have said anything like, Deuce Sams has exposed you as C is two back. So we was very convinced by that representation, and that's why we called you what we called you. He could have, went right into it.
Right.
Wack wasn't going to do nothing to him. Obviously, he wasn't going to do nothing to him. He could have said it, but I guess he was just trying to be, hey, they came in respectful. I'm gonna be respectful.
If he would have laid it out like that, we spoke up on it, and the way Deuce Sams delivered it was very convincing. So we was riding with it, but you wouldn't. And then because Wack know how to communicate when he want to.
Yeah.
He not, if he feel like communicating and not yelling, he know how. You know what I'm saying? So And I know that to be a fact, bro, because I done had cordial conversations with him. But then he'd get on the internet and blow up.
Yeah, it's just content. It's all it is. It's just content for him.
Right.
But how do you feel that? I don't know if you saw the photo. Blue Devil put it out. They took a group photo, and there's like 15, 16 people that Wack brought with him. And the question I have is, how would you feel if you created so many enemies in this town that you can't move around without less than 15, 20 people around you for the rest of your life?
Yeah, that was a lot of mouths you got to feed. when y'all get done with the interview, you got to go sit down and eat. You got to feed everybody. And I don't know. I don't want to have to move like that everywhere I go.
I know.
And then you know, my homies tell me when I go to certain platforms, like make sure I have X, Y, and Z with me and all that. But I'm like, all right. And then sometimes I still don't. You know, I'll just be me and a female, we'll push. But sometimes I take precaution and shit. But I don't want to have to do all that shit. Nigga, I ain't a part of Wu-Tang Clan. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a big burden on Lil Jon. I saw the photo that they took. I'm like, damn, most of that comes on him, you know, and because he's the leader of that pack.
Oh, he had a homie security.
Yeah, it looks like
you got homie security and you got paid security, professional. So that's considered. So he had a homie security.
All right.
But shout out Lil Jon because he's solid.
Yeah, for sure. Let's play the fourth and final clip.
Oh, bro, did you call me a rat? Bro, I'd have socked your ass out, homie, on Pyro, nigga. And blood, I come up there today.
Did you hear?
Hey, listen, hey, check this out. Blood, we can get out on the date, head up. You would have called me a rat, and you know it.
Who called you a rat?
Your ass out.
Who called you a rat?
We can get out, homie.
Who called you a rat?
I'd have sucked your ass out.
I said, who called you a rat?
You calling me a rat?
I said, who called you? I said, who called you a rat?
He got You's a bitch. Nigga,
hey, listen, homie, that don't listen.
You's a mark, bro.
Listen, homie.
To the Southsiders,
you
a disgrace to everything, bro. You's a fucking coward. If you'd have told me that in my face or mentioned that, I'd have socked you out, homie. On Pyro,
Are you done?
You out. And we can get out on the day. We
Are
can
you
line it
done?
up.
Are you done?
With me. On facts, you soft. That's big shit. You should have said that in my face. You never said that, homie. I gave you love.
And we returned that.
Came and told
we
me,
returned
hey, bro,
that.
not for nothing. I disrespected you. You shook my hand. You shook my hand. You ain't a man. You not a man. Why you shake my hand if you think I'm a rat? Why you shake my hand if you think I'm the police?
And that fourth and final clip pretty much sums it up right there, Munch.
I showed you love. That's how I feel about a couple of you females. I showed you love. Yeah, I did. But you want to know what's ironic about that? And he was like, I know where you at. I'll pull up and catch a head of fade. You notice he don't give no black people that opportunity.
I know.
You put Stitches down. You did what you did to Stitches, and then you got that fade with the two white boys that people like. You know, it's debatable whether they're staged or not. The two white boys, and then you went to American Cholo house and knocked on his door, and then you was threatening to, so you would have gave him a fade. You call me since right now, I'll pull up, I'll give you a fade. But why can't no blood Crips or no blacks get that same? You know what I'm saying?
It ain't gonna happen.
Why can't no? You know what I'm saying? Because why you can have this big platform, big voice, where you can reach the masses and disrespect people, but then when people want, some hand-to-hand combat with you, they can't get that with you. But you want to disrespect when you felt disrespect coming from him, you threaten to pull right back up on him. It's like, why the blacks, Bloods, Crips, why we can't get that same we trying to take you up on that offer?
Because it's just all entertainment to him. This is just content.
So going to American Cholo house was entertainment?
He knew American Cholo wasn't there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, American Cholo was at work, and then he tried to say he was there. No, American Cholo was at work. He wasn't there. He's never going to go back up to Blue Devil's spot to confront him. That ain't going to happen. And do you believe that Adam wants to bring Blue Devil? Of course, it's content. He wants to bring Blue Devil and Wack together on No Jumper.
You asking me, can I believe? Yeah, of course I can believe.
I mean, do you believe if he can pull that off?
Man, I don't think Blue Devil want to do it.
It's a lose-lose situation. Blue Devil don't do it.
I wouldn't suggest that Blue Devil do it, though.
Don't even do it.
Yeah, it wouldn't, because it's a lose-lose.
But I'm gonna tell you where Wack messed up on that last clip, where he said "F your hood," you know, and it's not just the hood; it's that whole section of Southeast LA. There's several hoods over there.
Shout out Loonies.
And you know, that's something that you can't come back from.
You think the whole Southeast go take that as an offense because he said F Loonies?
Yeah, or at least all the varios that Loonies gets along with.
All their allies.
Yeah, all their allies.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's where he crossed the line. I know people probably didn't. If you got to listen closely to hear that part. Did you hear him say that part?
Yeah, he said F your vadio.
Yeah,
I heard that.
So you know, that's why he has to move around with 20, 30 people everywhere he goes. But yeah, he's not pulling up on anybody. But you know which this is how we all should know. He's never gonna pull up for a fade with any black person, with any person really.
Black.
But yeah, black people.
I think he'll pull up on a white boy or Hispanic for some reason.
But guess whose fade he turned down, which lets you know he's never going to pull up for a fade.
Rich Trapper?
Before Rich Trapper.
Who?
A person that you've criticized highly on this platform before.
Sheesh. Who?
Snoopy BadAzz. And let me give you the context. I'm not talking about the internet requests. It was the day he took those 4 fades at Enterprise Park. After it was over.
Yeah.
Do you know what Snoopy said to everybody there?
No, he put that on video. Now where Wack at?
He said, "Where's Wack at? Because now I want to fade with Wack." And Wack did not want to be there. He did not want to pull up. He did not want to show up.
Snoopy gonna love you for that.
It's a fact. It's the truth.
Yeah, Snoopy, nigga threw you a bone. Hey, Snoopy gonna love you for that one.
It's the truth. You know, I speak facts. And I got that from, and I'm not repeating something that he may have told. I've got that from people who were there, you know. So that was a fade that Wack should have pulled up for because he's the reason why Snoopy had to run those 4 in the first place.
Yeah, I just feel like, I mean, me personally, I'm a blood, bro, and you're a pyro. As homies, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, you disrespected me to the worst extent. You got this, you want to keep regurgitating this rumor that's going around about me, and then you call me a snitch. So I just feel if I requested that, you know what I'm saying, I want one of my homies to run a fade with you, you should honor me that, you know what I'm saying, as Bloods and Pyros, you from the same cloth I'm from, right? That's just how I feel.
Yeah.
So I'm saying I mean, you might feel like you know, Snoopy used to be a Crip. You can't get no fade from me. You's a reject. I don't know, but
well, since I brought up Snoopy, he's bringing Drake to Compton, man.
Yeah, right.
He's bringing Drake to Compton.
That's a Bow Wow challenge.
He's bringing Drake to Tams.
You said I just got the phone. I was funny. I played that like 5 times.
I got a couple clips I want to play of that, but yo, bro, this guy is so delusional. I want to. I'd rather play the clips first before I say this. But I'll say this: delusions of grandeur. That's what he is suffering from, and I'll break that down in a minute. But when you really believe you bringing Drake to Compton,
right?
Delusions of grandeur. But yeah, he just jumped. He jumped ships. He's team Drake. He's team OVO, and Drake and Kendrick Lamar is trash.
Shout out OVO Snoopy.
Kendrick Lamar is trash. Oh my goodness, this blew my mind. You a West Coast artist, and Kendrick Lamar is trash. But let's play clip number 1 of Snoopy BadAzz.
Look, I just got off the phone with some top dudes at OVO. So look, I let them know to let Drake know that he good in Compton. He good in LA. Feel me? Whenever Drake want to hit Compton, whenever Drake want to hit LA, he could tap in with me. You know what I'm saying? I just got off the phone. Look it, I just got off the phone right now with some top dudes at OVO. And I told them, Snoopy BadAzz, Compton's most hated, Big Snoopy 200. I said, nigga, when you hit LA, y'all good, homie. I'll get them through here and up out of here. Ain't nobody worried about what these dudes talking about. It's just hip hop. It's just hip hop. Drake clearly the better artist. He clearly the big artist. We ain't gonna let these haters turn this into something that it ain't. Straight up.
All right. Delusions of grandeur.
I'm still a Drake fan. You know what I mean? I ain't. You know what I'm saying? I'm home team for sure, West Coast, and I'm rocking with Kendrick. But I'm still a fan of Drake music. But ain't nobody gonna be trusting him to be a liaison for them at all, bro.
Nah, he gonna get somebody hurt.
Right.
You know what are you gonna do? Pull up with 100 people? The Secret Service? The Compton sheriff?
Man, come on, man. Degrassi is gonna be reality. Drake will really be in a wheelchair messing with Snoopy BadAzz. It just won't be him on Degrassi like that. Like this, Snoopy. That was the funniest shit I heard though from him.
It is hilarious, but he really believes it. He really believed he could pull something like that off. He's overly confident.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
But I don't think Drake got a desire to come to Compton. So what? For what?
I don't know. Maybe he wants to, make a statement against Kendrick.
It ain't no venues to perform. What reason would he have to come to Compton unless he doing a song with Game and he go hit Brazil and Wilmington again?
I think he would. If he really wanted to, he'd go to Tams, order some food, make it a public.
I don't think that'd be smart.
No, it wouldn't be. But if you could pull it off, it would look dope. If you could pull it off, but you can't pull that off.
Hey Drake, forget how it look. That to make that kind of statement, man, to go to Tams and get a $3 burger. Nah, that ain't, man. Hell no. Nah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he trying to get this guy killed, man.
You know it'd be a boss move if Drake bought up some property in Compton. You know what I mean? Like if he did some shit, or even open.
Or if he bought up the Tams.
Yeah, bought Tams or opened up a Chick-fil-A. Like that'd be like some bullshit. Going to take a picture in front of Tams or order a burger is not it.
But I guess he does have some love in Compton because you just said the Game thing. That was dope a few years back when he pulled up on the Game over there in Cedar Block.
Right.
But nah, Snoopy was not going to be able to pull that off. Hey, he's Snoopy 200 now. And he's got the 200 looking just like YG's 400.
I mean, it's perjury, bro. I mean, that's plagiarism. Like, man, you gotta have your own style, bro.
Okay, so let me play clip 2 because it gets even better.
All right.
It's been confirmed. I just hollered at Drake right now. I'm pulling up in Compton to Tams Burgers with Drake. So y'all get ready. It's confirmed right now, homie. It just got confirmed. I'm pulling up in Compton with Drake. I'ma show y'all, homie. I'ma show y'all how much cap these dudes is, how they just popping it. Man, look, y'all playing musical chairs with the city, homie. So when I pull up in Compton with Drake, I don't want to hear nothing. All y'all gonna say is, oh, they had security. Oh, they had the police with them. I don't want to hear no excuses when I bring Drake to Compton. I'm bringing Drake to Compton. He hit me, and it's confirmed. So y'all get ready for that. Sunday, we gonna see how much cap I am. We gonna see how much cap I am. All you niggas doing is playing musical chairs with the city, homie. And I'm about to show y'all how these dudes is capped. So I'm bringing Drake to Compton. I am. Sunday. It's confirmed. So y'all can get mad about that. Y'all can cry about it. It don't matter. It's a free country, homie. And if I say Drake good in Compton, he good in Compton.
All right.
Well, like I said, I'm still a fan of Drake music, and I doubt he ain't even entertaining this Delulu dude, this delusional dude. But Tams Burger, not only is it on Rosecrans and Central, the heart of a section, but right behind that is 142nd is the street they bang, the Deuce, and then it's in between two of they parks, Enterprise, Campanella. And everybody's in walking distance or hopping on a bike or a car, and that wouldn't be too smart. But we already know that's delusional. It's all, well, I think it's entertainment, but I think he's serious in his mind.
No, somebody was talking to him, gassing him up. You could tell that, and when I play this final clip, you'll get the sense of what I'm talking about. But he really believed somebody from OVO's camp was trying to bring Drake to Compton.
All right, man. He gonna be disappointed when Sunday come.
And you see how quick and I don't have the clips right now, but dude was a Kendrick fan. He used to speak highly of Kendrick. I don't have those clips. I wish I had those clips right now. All of a sudden, Kendrick is trash and Drake is the better artist.
Yeah, but he disrespected Big Y, and now that he passed away and he think nobody know about it, he talk about how much love he had for Big Y and how close they was.
Oh yeah.
So he bipolar on paper.
Yeah, Snoopy, you did disrespect Big Y. I got the text on those.
Yeah, nigga, I'm from Inglewood, nigga. I'm gonna say Big Y didn't mess with you, nigga. I got a song out with Big Y and Rum. You talking about been messing with Red Rum? I'm really from Inglewood, bro.
Man, I grew up with Red Rum.
Yeah,
I known Red Rum probably longer than he's been an adult. But yeah, them text messages you sent to Big Y, highly disrespectful about him being fat and he's gonna die and all this other stuff. That's crazy. But the delusions of grandeur are highly entertaining, but I'm going to talk about how serious that can be after we listen to the third and final clip where reality finally sat in on this third and final clip.
Let's hear it.
Let's play this one.
So mad right now. You niggas is clout chasers. Y'all busters. Y'all marks. Y'all haters. Y'all always try to find ways to try to get out of showing to really act out. Y'all remind me of them I used to fuck with. It's always talking about what they gonna do and what they about to do if a nigga do something, but then find ways to try to stop it from happening. That's buster shit. You niggas cry and complain and do everything to try to make everything negative, bro. That's all y'all do is try to make shit negative, bro. Dead homies, my nigga. Feel me? Y'all never want to show when it's time to act out. Y'all never want to show. Y'all always do something to try to prevent something from happening. So y'all come in, yeah, we stopped that from happening, but it prevented y'all to have to show y'all ass. You know what I'm saying?
So reality kicked in. Somebody either blocked him, whoever he was talking to stopped talking to him. Something kicked in where he realized it ain't happening.
They called him and said, man, you crazy as hell. You talking to the wrong person. He not a pipeline to the city of Compton at all.
And why would you even want to bring someone to the community that you disrespected? That's the neighborhood, boys and girls, for those that aren't tapped in. That is the neighborhood where Tams is at on Central and Rosecrans that he disrespected, and the reason why he caught those 4 fades, which is probably his claim to fame, because he says it in every single song. He brings it up in every other interview. That's the neighborhood, and he wants to bring Drake there.
All right, the bathroom he got whooped in, the park when he's in the bathroom getting whooped on, is maybe 3 minutes in a car from that Tams, and like 6 minutes on foot, 6-7 minutes on foot walking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he familiar with that area. That's probably why you want to bring him to Tams. It's like he feel he got some get back from him getting whooped on in that bathroom.
I also thought that the Tams represented a place where Kendrick, highlighted in previous videos and different interviews. So bringing Drake there was kind of like maybe throwing a jab at Kendrick.
Yeah, then when it come, that Tams kind of monumental. You got YG name talk about it. I'm at Tams Burger, and one of them are like, you know what I'm saying. So and then he got a mural on that Tams, right?
Yep.
In his latest music video, Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar returns to his hometown, featuring the iconic Tams Burgers number 21, a staple in the Compton community.
We saw the music video and we love Kendrick, and so we just wanted to come try and support the local businesses.
On the wall of the restaurant is a large, vibrant mural of the rapper with the phrase, "They Not Like Us," written in bold letters.
I painted it Monday, and the process was very fast. I was here about 6 o'clock in the morning, every morning from Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
Local muralist Mike Norris decided to pay tribute to Kendrick Lamar and Compton by painting the mural. He hopes it captures the culture and people in the community.
Not like us!
So I want to show the people in the Watts Compton community in this area that you can do anything.
And then he did the video Not Like Us up there. So it's a lot of reasons to go right there and troll. But I look at Drake in a higher light than that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he'll buy up some property in Compton versus go get a burger right there or take a picture.
Look,
You know what I mean?
Snoopy can't take Drake to Paris, California. P-E-R-R-I-S, not Paris like France. Paris, P-E-R-R-I-S. He can't take Drake to Paris. They'll run him out of Paris.
Okay, that little ugly broad angel we got. I challenge him to take her out to dinner out here. Go to Maestro's. Go to Fleming's. Go to Eddie V's. Go to Steak 48. I'm talking about the nicer places to eat out here, not no hood places, and you will still get fucked up.
You can't take Drake to Moreno Valley.
Hey, but you know, I heard the girl Angel, the manager, his care provider, Angel, talking on live stream with Wack, and she sound like she got a lot of sense, and she sound like she's very intelligent. And I'm like, damn, she messing with a straight weirdo and a loser, and he kind of like tainted her brain a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm listening to her talk. I'm like, she sound like she got a lot of sense. She got her shit together, and she, you know what I'm saying?
I heard that same exchange. I was surprised to hear her embracing Whack 100 because just a couple months ago, he marked out your artist on No Jumper, and then to hear Angel trying to network with Whack on that stream was a little bizarre to me.
But she said like I don't know why he turned around after he said good interview Monday, and I don't know, but I wasn't around. You know, I'll be on the move. This manager thing is the low end. This I already get my money from this. I'll do this and this and this and this and this. She plugged herself in. I could tell she's smart. She cool, but you know, man, she but that's what dick could do to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for you to say you recorded me getting my pockets ran through by Snoopy, and I'm still waiting on the video.
There's no video.
They wouldn't have never deleted that.
Yeah, there's no video.
Come on, man. But Angel, you a young entrepreneur. You get into the medical field, man. Salute to you though, as a black woman. But as Snoopy girlfriend, care provider, and manager, fuck you.
And that's basically his girlfriend that he never publicly claims.
Yeah, but salute you as a black woman. though. You doing your thing.
All right, well, Kendrick just dropped a new album, GNX. I had a chance to listen to it, and man, I got no complaints about it. Anybody that cannot appreciate an album like that with about 12 songs, you're a hater if you can't appreciate an album like that. One thing I don't like is the amount of times he says nigga. But hey, it's artistry. I get it. But outside of that, man, it's gonna become a classic album.
Man, no, I rock with it. And then I don't listen to people full projects these days. But I listen to all 12 songs through in order. And he did that. He brought out a lot of people and shared the spotlight with them. Shit. I rock with it. It's hard. My boy AG Shike was on there on everything. He did his thing and slid. My boy Lefty, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Lefty. You know what I mean? Like, what? Like, yeah, I rock with it.
Yeah,
shout out Hitter, you feel me? Hitter on there.
Was it Hitter J3 or Hitter 3J?
Yeah,
Hitter J3.
He hit a J3, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Hitter. Everybody that participated, you know what I'm saying? Siente, he from AD. They from the same neighborhood. He out of Compton also. You know what I'm saying? Roddy Ricch, probably like the premier artist on there, like they got the most following and the biggest catalog out of all the artists on there that he featured. But odd man, shout out everybody on there.
And what's interesting is Snoop Dogg, he tweeted that the album is fire, but Snoopy BadAzz is always praising Snoop Dogg for being a wise unk. How you gonna hate on Kendrick, bro? Snoop Dogg just stamped this Kendrick album.
Yeah, yep. I mean, nobody take Snoopy opinion on how no weight. You know what I mean? Or what he think or feel about anything. So, not, you know what I'm saying? Snoop on the art icons and legends out here out west. So
yeah, it's a great album. I forgot to actually explain what I meant by delusions of grandeur. You know, delusions of grandeur is when you just are making statements that are just absolutely impossible, but you believe it in your mind. So I looked up this term because everything in those 3 clips that we just played on Snoopy, the first 2 clips, are delusions of grandeur. And I looked it up, and medically, it means that you're you're mentally unstable and you're suffering from one of two disorders. One of two disorders. And I think I've diagnosed Snoopy Badass as being either bipolar
Right.
or schizophrenia. Schizophrenia. I never know how to pronounce that one. But those are the two disorders that's associated with people that have delusions of grandeur.
I think it's bipolar at the highest level of bipolar. I think he bipolar.
And I'm not sure if anybody else has ever said that about him, but I'm diagnosing him right now just based on his belief that he really thought he was going to bring Kendrick Lamar to Tams Burger in Westside Pyru Hood.
Not Kendrick Lamar.
Bring Drake to Tams in Westside Pyru Hood. That is just absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, the album is fire. It's on his YouTube channel, so go stream it, go tap in with it. And you got to listen to it at least 2 or 3 times to really appreciate it.
Yeah. You get that's playback worthy. All that shit. That shit hard.
He had a couple of lines. I don't know if you tapped in with this line, but he talked about he used to bump the Carter 3, which is a reference to Lil Wayne. And I don't know if he was throwing a little jab or little shots at Lil Wayne, but used to bump the Carter 3. I held my rolly chain proud. I think my hard work let Lil Wayne down. I don't know if this is tied into him being selected to be the Super Bowl performer in New Orleans next February.
Yeah, but it's split decision. Some people like, that ain't a diss, and some people, I look at it as it's a shot. I look at it as a shot because saying that your hard work let somebody down is calling them a hater. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I look at it as a shot.
All right, man. One more thing I wanted to tap in with before we wrap this up was YNW Melly. I wanted to talk about this last week, but I'm glad I didn't because there's been an update to it. But he filed a complaint, a lawsuit against the jail for bad treatment. Now, on the surface, you would just think, oh, that's what a lot of prisoners do. That's what a lot of inmates do, filing lawsuits. But his lawsuit is actually getting some traction because a federal judge wants some answers. So in this Newsweek article, it says YNW Melly files lawsuit claiming cruel treatment in jail ahead of retrial. And trust and believe, I'm sure you've been through this yourself, Munchie. There are times sitting in the Los Angeles County jail where you're like, these deputies are treating us like shit. This food is terrible. These conditions are, it's no way to put somebody that's pre-planning for trial to be in that condition, to be in that state.
Right.
So when I first saw this, I was like, that's everybody. Everybody's got a.
But he been stripped of like privileges that the other inmates is privy to. You know what I'm saying? Like I think it was like phone calls and like it was just like.
Yeah, his goes a little bit deeper. Also on being isolated.
Right.
So let me read a couple of lines here. It says YNW Melly is accusing the Broward Sheriff Office of cruel treatment behind bars in a new lawsuit and asking a Florida judge for his immediate release from prison. The 25-year-old rapper named Jamel Demons has been incarcerated since February 2019 after he was accused of murdering 2 childhood friends. Mel's attorney, Michael Pizzi Jr., claims in a lawsuit that the rapper is illegally detained under condition that violates the First, the Fifth, the Sixth, the Eighth, and 14th Amendments of the U.S. Constitution. The complaint claims Melly has not been able to see or speak to his family in several years and has been experiencing debilitating isolation. His cruel treatment by the Broward detention authorities warrants his immediate release from pretrial detention since the detaining authorities have shown such a callous disregard for his human dignity right to counsel that his lawyer writes in a statement. And a federal judge is actually asking the jail, I want answers of what's going on with this defendant. And there's a chance, I don't know how likely, there is a chance they might let him out.
What you wouldn't call it? What would you call it? Like a Title 15 or something?
I don't know. This is Florida, so they.
No, I'm saying like they got like you it's books like what inmates are allowed to and allowed not to do, and what they you know what I'm saying, privileges and like and anything outside of that, like, you know what I'm saying, like they getting violated.
Well, I think this is the story for many inmates that are awaiting trial. but I think his are extreme. Plus, he's a high profile rapper with a high paid attorney, so he could definitely shine more light on the problems that he's dealing with in jail than you or I would be able to shine on it.
Hey, I'm still waiting on a class action suit to come around so I could join in, right? Because like when I used to go back and forth to jail and be in the county jail, I used to go to the hole a lot, and then when you go to the hole in Supermax and Wayside, it seems to the regular hole or the dungeon. So you go to the dungeon, they feed you this shit called juke balls, and I think that's cruel and unusual punishment to even punish somebody with food. Because that shit is I didn't eat that. I just waited till Friday to eat the regular food they give us. I wouldn't eat the juke balls. That shit is horrible, bro. And people be in there yelling, talking about they go kill themselves so they can get out and they send them back downtown. Or, you know what I mean? Like, hey, that, bro. So, man, I don't know. They can't be, you know what I'm saying, violating the Constitution with that type of shit, man.
I think the conditions in the LA County Jail are designed to force most people into taking plea deals.
Oh, yeah, it is.
To get up out of there as soon as possible.
It is, because if you fighting your case from the streets, you'll take your time a little bit more versus you want to hear, but get out to your girl. This canteen is extremely high. I don't know how much a noodle costs now, but a noodle costs a whole lot for one noodle in there. You feel me? So to take care of a person in jail, it costs a lot. You know what I mean? And at the time, the cause wasn't free. These acceptees collect cause. And then your attorney fees if you got one. Gas it take to get way to Wayside if you don't live near it. Or if you live in the valley way to get downtown. So like, it's supposed to break you know what I'm saying? And they make these court days so spaced out. You go to court in January, your next court day be February, March, April.
Yeah.
So yeah, they trying to have you take a deal. Like, let's get the show on the road. And, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let me read this response article to YNW Melly's lawsuit. It says here, U.S. District Judge Melissa Damian ordered the BSO to file a detailed response by December 6th explaining why Melly shouldn't be immediately released from jail, including all documents and transcripts necessary for the resolution of this petition. Such records would likely shed more light on the conditions of Melly's detention. So this judge is actually pressing the issue for YNW Melly and making the Broward County Sheriff explain what's going on and why should I not give him release to fight his case from the streets.
So when you first, Berners, I thought this was all civil. So
they took it to a federal judge.
Okay, do your thing, Melly, get up out of there. I wish him luck. I'm gonna throw a prayer his way for sure.
Yeah, they might release him, but he still got to go on this second trial though. He's still gonna have to go on this second trial. It says here he's facing the death penalty if convicted. Melly could be sentenced to death by an 8-4 jury vote, the lowest threshold in the country for the death sentence. So yeah, bro's looking at some serious consequences for this double murder.
Hey man, free Melly. They free Thug, free Melly.
Yeah.
Then after that, free Dirt.
Oh man, yeah, Lil Durk. All these rappers, man, they got these uphill battles, man. It's crazy, man. It's like there's not a week or month where someone in hip hop is either getting murdered, killed, or being arrested for a felony. Hip hop is out of control.
Hey, but I heard Big Mill say something a while ago, a long time ago. He was like, "Man, we y'all want to be millionaires or mob bosses? We gotta da 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 and start da 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 da." And I'm like, I was kind of agreeing to what he was saying. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, but once you get those millions, you start to thinking you have the power now to get away with things that you probably wanted to do back in the day, and you're still in you to do it.
Yeah, man, you gotta kind of like fight them demons and stuff. Cause I learn from watching others' mistakes, but no, I'll be having to find out for myself sometime. But as far as how they go with this, I wouldn't fall for none of the shit that's going on with these rappers and they getting indicted and shit. It wouldn't happen.
Yeah, I wonder who's next because every couple months it's a new rapper getting indicted.
They throwing my boy name out there, Yo Gotti, man. So hopefully that's just people just want to make content and just throw it out there about CMG and shit.
Are you talking about Yo Gotti being linked to Dolph or something else?
Right, Dolph.
Oh yeah, they're throwing Jay-Z's name out there too, linked to Diddy.
Yeah, Jay-Z ain't going to jail. He ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. All right, man. That wraps up another episode. Tap in with us on all social media platforms. We're on Spotify, Apple, and iHeart. Please leave us a rating and review.
Yep.
If you're listening to us on the Apple app. And don't forget that we're also on YouTube. And that concludes another episode of Straight Politicking. We out.